everyone, welcome to our Mathematics IEP class. For today, we are going to learn about fractions. Okay, I want you to repeat after me, fractions. One more time, fractions. Very good, now let's see. Can you tell me what do you see in the picture? So you see one pizza, right? What if I divide pizza to 7 parts? Can you tell me how many parts are there? So there are 7 parts. And what if I take 1? What if I take 1 out of 7? So it can be written as 1 by 7. We called a fraction. Now, I want you to repeat after me, a fraction. Okay, very good. Now you can see 1 by 7. Okay, for the top number, we call numerator. And for the bottom number, we call denominator. Okay, so numerator is up and denominator is down. I want you to remember this. Numerator up, denominator down. Okay, one more time. Numerator up, denominator down. Okay, so I will teach you how to read this fraction. When you see 1 by 2, it reads as 1 over 2. Okay, 1 over 2. 1 over 6. 1 over 6. 1 over 8. 1 over 8. 9 over 8. 6 over 5. And 5 over 4. So, let's see equivalent fractions. And I'll tell you what is equivalent fractions. Okay, so equivalent fractions, they have the same value. As you can see, the same value, but different numerators and different denominator. For example, 1 over 2 equal 2 over 4. Can you see? They have different denominator and different numerator, but they have the same value, so we call equivalent fractions. And I'll tell you why. Can you see a rectangle here? If I divide it to 2 parts, and one part is shaded by blue, so we can get 1 over 2. Now let's see. What if I divide it to 2 equal parts? So this picture is what we get. Now, can you tell me the fraction? What is this fraction? Very good. It is 2 over 4. So, as you can see, they have the different numerator and different denominator, but they represent the same thing. Can you see? The picture doesn't change. Only the number that change. So, if I divide this picture to 4 equal parts, so this one is what we get. Now, can you tell me what is this fraction? Very good, it is 4 over 8. So now, can you see? These 3 fractions represent the same thing, so they have the same value. That's why you can say 1 over 2 is equal 2 over 4, and 2 over 4 equal 4 over 8. Even if they have different numerator and different denominator, but they have the same value. Now, let's see, we have rule, equivalent fractions. I want you to read this together. Read this along with me, okay? Equivalent fractions can only be made by multiplying or dividing. Whatever we do to the numerator, we have to do to the denominator, okay? So, very simple. Equivalent fraction can be made by multiplying or dividing. Okay, so subtraction, no. Combination, no. Okay, only multiplying or dividing. Now let's see what does it means. Okay, for this picture, can you see 2 over 4? 2 over 4 is a equivalent fraction from 1 over 2. Can you tell me how do I get 2 from 1? How do I get 2 from 1? Okay, I need to multiply 1 by 2, so I can get 2. And how do I get 4 from 2? So I need to multiply 2 by 2. Okay, so I can get 4. Now can you see the rule? Whatever we do to the numerator, we need to do to the denominator. Okay, if I multiply 1 by 2, I need to multiply 2 by 2. Okay, it has to be the same number. Okay, this is the rule. So let's see. How can I get 4 from 2? How can I get 4 from 2? So I need to multiply 2 by 2, right? So I can get 4. And how do I get 8 from 4? Again, I need to multiply 4 by 2 to get 8. Now can you see? It has the same number. Okay? So what about dividing? Okay, I want you to focus on 4 over 8 for dividing. When you divide something, you need to begin with the biggest first. Okay? We have 1, 2, 4. So we have to begin with 4 over 8. So can you tell me, how do I get 2 from 4? So I need to divide 4 by 2, right? To get 2. And how do I get 4 from 8? Very easy. I need to divide 8 by 2 to get 4. Can you see the same number? Now, let's try again one more time. How do I get 1 from 2? I need to divide 2 by 2. Okay, to get 1. And how do I get 2 by 4? So I need to divide 4 by the same number, okay, by 2. So if you multiply or divide numerator and denominator by the same number, you can get equivalent fraction. Okay, now let's move. Proper fraction. Let's see what is proper fraction. Okay, proper fraction is when numerator less than denominator. Okay, numerator is less than denominator. Let's see, for example, 1 over 2. Okay, this is numerator and 2 is denominator. So number 1 is less than number 2. Simple. So we call proper fraction. Now let's see. 2 over 4, okay, and 5 over 6. These are proper fraction because numerator is less than denominator. What about improper fraction? It's just opposite. Okay, so proper fraction, numerator is more than or equal denominator. For example, 9 over 8. Okay, can you see? Numerator is 9. Denominator is 8. So 9 greater than 8. That's why it is improper fraction. Simple. Now, 6 over 5, okay? And 4 over 4. Can you see? 4 is the denominator, and 4 also denominator, so it equal. Now you can say these three fractions are improper fraction. Okay, so let's try again. Can you tell me 6 over 5? 6 over 5 is proper fraction or improper fraction? Okay, so 6 over 5 is improper fraction. And 4 over 6 is proper fraction. 1 over 3 is proper fraction. And the last one, 8 over 7, is improper fraction. Okay. Now, comparing fraction. So I'll tell you how to compare two fractions. Okay, as you can see, we have 2 over 6 and 4 over 6. So the rule is you need to look at the denominator first and see if they have the same denominator. It's very easy. You don't need to do anything about it. Okay, you just leave it. And you can compare numerator. Okay, so can you tell me, is 2 less than or greater than 4? Okay, 2 less than 4, so it is the answer. 2 over 6 less than 4 over 6. Let's try again. Comparing fractions. Okay, can you see they all have the same denominator? So what you have to do is compare the numerator. Okay, so can you tell me 2 over 6? Is 2 over 6 less than or greater than 4 over 6? Less than, right? So this is the answer. And 6 over 8. 6 over 8 is greater than 4 over 8. Very good. Now 1 over 4. 1 over 4 is less than 2 over 4, obviously. Now 3 over 5. 3 over 5 is greater than 1 over 5. Okay? Easy. Okay, what if they have different denominator? What do you do? Now let's see together. Okay, for the first step to compare fraction, we need to look at denominator first and see if they are the same number or different number. So, if they are different, what you have to do is make the denominator the same. Okay, you have to make the denominator the same. Okay, let's see. We have 2 over 3, right? And we have 3 over 6. So first, look at the denominator. Okay, they have different denominator. So, make the denominator the same. Okay, step 2, make the denominator the same by multiplying. Okay, now can you tell me, how do I get 6 from 3? By multiplying, how do I get 6 from 3? So, I have to multiply 3 by 2, right? So, can you remember the rule? If I multiply 3 by 2, I have to multiply 2 by 2 as well. So, now we can get 4 over 6, okay? 2 times 2 is 4, and 3 times 2 is 6. So now, as you can see, we have the same denominator. We have the same denominator. So we can compare these two fractions. Okay, so can you tell me 4 over 6? Is 4 over 6 less than or greater than 3 over 6? Of course, greater than, right? So, for this question, you can answer 2 over 3 is greater than 3 over 6. Okay, so let's try again. So here we have 6 over 8 and 4 over 10, right? So first step, you need to look at the denominator first and see if they have the same or different number. Okay, so you see they have different denominator. So step number 2, you need to make the denominator the same by multiplying. Okay, now can you tell me, how can I get 10 from 8? How can I get 10 from 8? By multiplying. There's no way, right? 8 multiply what number to get 10? Okay, there's no way. So the easiest way to do when it comes to this problem, let's see, I'll tell you. The easiest way is you need to multiply 8 by 10 and multiply 10 by 8. Okay, and that's it. We can get the same denominator. Okay, so when you multiply 8 by 10, you need to multiply 6 by 10. Okay, if you multiply 10 by 8, so you need to multiply 4 by 8. So this is what you get. 6 times 10, we have 60. 8 times 10, we have 80. Okay, and 4 times 8 is 32. And 10 times 8 and 80. That's it. So can you see we have the same denominator? So you can compare these two fractions. Okay, now you compare numerator. Is 60 more than or less than 32? Very easy. Okay, so 60 is greater than 32. So now you can answer this question. 6 over 8 is greater than 4 over 10. Okay? Now let's see what next. Ordering fractions. Okay? I want you to repeat after me. Ordering fractions. Now we are going to order fraction. Okay, so we have 4 over 8, 1 over 8, 6 over 8. Now can you compare these three fractions? It's very easy, right? Because we have the same denominator. So what you can do is compare numerator 4, 1, and 6. Now I want you to order this fraction from the smallest to the biggest. Okay, so we have 1 over 8 first, and then 4 over 8, 6 over 8. So these three fractions are ordered in ascending order. Okay, these three fractions are ordered in ascending order. So ascending order is when you arrange fraction from the smallest to the biggest, and opposite, when you arrange from the biggest to the smallest, we call descending order. Descending order. Very easy. Now I want you to order these three fractions. Okay, so we have 4 over 10, 1 over 4, and 6 over 8. Now, to do this, can you tell me they have different or the same denominator? Okay, as you can see, they have the different denominator, right? So, to compare three fractions, I want you to compare just 2 first, for example. Okay, you compare just 2 fractions first. And let's see. Can you tell me how do I get 10 from 4? How do I get 10 from 4? There's no way, right? 4 multiplied by what number is 10? There's no way. So, as I said before, what you have to do is just multiply 10 by 4 and multiply 4 by 10. Okay, so you can get the same denominator. So when you multiply 10 by 4, just do the same thing with 4. Okay, you need to multiply 4 by 4 as well. And this one, you multiply 4 by 10. So you need to multiply 1 by 10. Okay, now you can get 16 over 40, and you can get 10 over 40. Okay, so as you can see, they have the same denominator. So we have one fraction left. Let's see. Okay, we have 6 over 8. Okay, so to get 40 from 8, I need to multiply 8 by 5, right? I need to multiply 8 by 5 to get 40. And if I multiply 8 by 5, I need to multiply 6 by 5 as well. Okay, whatever you do to the top number, you need to do to the bottom. Whatever you do to the bottom number, you need to do with the top number. Okay, so we got 30 over 40. Now you can compare these three fractions and order. Okay, and order. Ascending order. Do you remember? Ascending order. When you order from the smallest to the biggest, right? So the smallest we have 1 over 4. Okay, what is bigger than 1 over 4? So we have 4 over 10. And the biggest one is 6 over 8. Okay, so opposite way, if you order from the biggest to the smallest, so we can get 6 over 8 and 4 over 10 and 1 over 4. So we call descending order. Okay, so now let's move on to exercise. Okay, exercise 8.1. Very easy for you, I know. So I want you to do this together with me. Okay, so you can open your book and turn to page number 62. Okay, you turn to page number 62. And let's see, they want you to write fractions to show the shaded parts and the non-shaded parts. Okay, very easy. Now can you tell me? The answer is, okay, 1 over 4, right? So 4 is total parts. 4 is total amount. Okay, so we have 4 parts, and 1 is the shaded parts. Okay, so we can get 1 over 4. Now let's see number 2. Can you tell me how many parts are there? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we have 2 over 12. Okay, very easy. Now, for number 3, we have 2 over 5, right? Number 4, we have 2 over 6. And number 5, 3 over 4. And number 6, let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 over 8. Okay, so for this exercise, they want you to compare these fractions using greater than, less than, or equal symbol. Very easy. You just look at the picture and you can answer. Don't think too much. Okay, so for number 1, 3 over 4 is greater than 1 over 4. Very good. And number 2, 2 over 16 is less than, right? Less than 8 over 8. Okay, you can see from the picture. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching my video. Okay, so I hope you enjoy the class. See you again next time. Goodbye.